live and be a part of the discussion here today. Well, there's so much happening, so much being talked about. I want to send condolences out to Reverend Piche on the loss of her son. I know Miss Reverend Piche for a while now. I was best friends with one of her sons, which would have been Denton Piche, and I want to send condolences out to her and her family on the loss of her son, and I pray God give you all strength and courage to continue to stick together as a family. And I also want to say hello to some people that I've met on Saturday at where is that again? Saturday at trying to remember the area that I would have gone to on Saturday, and I would have met some people there, and I wanted to say hello to them. Torradale. Yes, I want to say good morning to all the people in Torradale who I have met on Saturday, and to my friends in Orlea Heights in San Fernando. All right, let me say good morning to them also. I found out that yesterday was one of our loyal listeners. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to send out happy birthday greetings to one of the young ladies from Olea Heights. All right, so this morning, as you all know, there are a lot of things on the burner to be discussed and to talk about. Seeing what's happening where the commissioner is concerned. We're seeing what's happening where people are still taking liberty to go on beaches and stuff like that. I don't know how many of you would have seen pictures and videos of people going on beaches. I remember I got a story of how many people, boy, I can't remember exactly, but there was a story of some people getting arrested. All right, and there are things that are happening in the background. I see where 2 firearms seized during Operation Strike Back. So in the midst of all that's happening in the police service, there was Operation Strike Back, and 2 firearms was seized during Operation Strike Back. Also, what else? I'm seeing where South, a police officer was charged for fraud, presenting a fake, what is it? A fake insurance. Yes, that is what it was. 10 charged for liming on Miaro Beach. 10 persons charged for liming on Miaro Beach. I want to show you the video of these people liming on Miaro Beach and what they had to say. What they had to say. 10 persons, liming on Miaro Beach. And I want to just play for you their behavior. Let me see if I have it here. I want to play it for you. I want you to hear the behavior on the beach in Miaro. All right, this is just a by the way discussion. All right, this is just a by the way discussion. And I want to show you the behavior of some people on the beach. The behavior of some people on the beach. And I want to play this for you. So join me on Facebook and on YouTube. Just by the way, I just want to give you this view of what was taking place on the beach in Miaro. And the behavior of the people. So when I look at my inbox and I look at my emails, I saw where 10 charged. 10 charged for 10 charged for liming on Miaro Beach. All right, 10 persons charged for liming on Miaro Beach. But apparently it's not just in Miaro people liming. People liming other places. So join me on Facebook and on YouTube. I'll show you this video while I also have other videos I want to show you today. I have other videos I want to show you today. All right. I have other videos I want to show you today. Apparently our Facebook is giving some problems, so I may have to start it over again. Okay, so those of you who are looking for me on Facebook, I may have to start it over again. All right. So for you to join me on Facebook, you just hold on a while. I'm hooking it back up to see what's going on. All right. But a lot is happening, and I have some interesting videos, trust me, that I want to play for you today. Because I'm firmly of the belief that if you forget, we are a nation that tends to forget. I don't know how many of you are aware of that. We are a nation that tends to forget a lot of things, you know. So sometimes you just have to remind you guys of things that would have happened.
You must avoid, guaranteed to drive you paranoid. Negative people, oh gosh, negative people. They exist just to kill your dream, all your passion and your self-esteem. Negative people, oh gosh, negative people. You alone control how far you could go. So take another road when they tell you no. To make you feel gun-shy is their only game. No matter how they try, they can't out your flame. So no matter what you meet in life, no matter the pain or strife, don't give up, no, don't give up. You only fail when you fail to try, so don't stop trying. Winners never quit, quitters never win. So when the mountain you start to climb, one thing I want you to bear in mind: don't give up. No, 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 don't give up. You wanna reach where the air is red, shine from deep within. Winners never quit, quitters never win. One thing that come and wrong in rap, soul aim in life is to make you stop. Negative people, oh gosh, negative people. They just don't want you to get ahead, they cut you down by talking instead. Negative people, negative people. Jealousy is all that to slide with every breath that you have inside. Don't give up. No, 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 don't give up. You wanna reach where the air is rare. In your heart, just sing. Quitters never win. Oh yeah. Whoa, whoa. I see them smirking all day long with the picong and the movie long. Negative people, oh gosh, negative people. How I dress, how I comb my hair. What's the price of the clothes I wear? Negative people, negative people. Great minds discuss ideas I learn from small. Small minds discuss people all day, that's all. So when they come all day and they disrespect, they just exposing the size of their intellect. Tell them, you could this, you could jump in me, hit me with your negativity. I won't give up, no, 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 won't give up. You only fail when you fail to try, so though the doubts roll in, quitters never win. So when you feel that you reach the brink, when the man tries swim or sink, don't give up, no, don't give up. I wanna reach where the air is red, so once my heart beats in, quitters never win. Long ago when I started to sing, in my ears all I kept hearing was negative people. Oh gosh, negative people. And even though I earned my place, behind some of them smiling face. Negative people. Oh gosh, negative people.
All right, so I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago. It is now 10:16 in the capital of Trinidad and Tobago. If you're looking at me in London, it may be about what time in London now? It's about 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's 3 o'clock now in London.
So no matter what you
Good afternoon to you, all the listeners in the UK and all the listeners in America. New Mexico. Good afternoon to you. So I want to show you this video. Of what happened over the weekend. This is what took place over the weekend. Join me now on Facebook and on YouTube. I am live on Facebook. So you can join me on Facebook if you wish. You could also join me on YouTube if you wish. So I am live on Facebook. I am live on YouTube. So this is what's happening. When you come onto Facebook, let me know where you're joining me from. When you come onto Facebook, let me know where you're joining me from. When you come onto YouTube also, you can say a little highs and hellos. All right, so this is what took place over the weekend. All right, this is what took place over the weekend. All right. Look at what took place. So these people decide to go on the beach. Right? These people decide to go on the beach and enjoy themselves. While so many of us who want to go on the beach have to relax ourselves at home and wait until, the law gives us permission to go on the beach. We're seeing where people are going on the beach and flouting the laws and flouting the regulations. Let me say good morning to Laventil in the house. All right. And I'm seeing two persons from Laventil joining me. Good morning to you guys. Thank you very much for being with me on YouTube. Let me see what's happening on Facebook. Good morning to everybody jumping in on Facebook. Right, so these are the people. Listen to what they said.
Gary Nottingham, who can suspended. Who said which close? Call Gary. Gary nothing. Yes. Gary nothing.
Right, so those are people hanging out on the beach, and I would have read for you a press release from the TTPS telling us of 10 persons that were arrested or charged for breaking the health laws by being on the beach when it is closed. Let me say good morning to those of you joining me in New York, all of my viewers coming in from New Jersey, Lockton, and thank you very, very much for being a part of what's happening. And I want to talk to you all a little bit before I get into my real discussion today. And I have to tread softly because it is going to the courts. If you're not aware, yes, it is heading to the courtroom. Yep, the situation with the commissioner is heading straight to the courtroom. Labre is in the house. Good morning, Labre. Yes, the situation with the commissioner is heading straight to the courthouse. But I want to just remind you all of some stuff. So the faster you come onto YouTube and Facebook and you get into the discussion today is better for me. So while I wait for you to join me, I want to put a plea out for a preschool. There's a preschool that is asking for assistance. They want to be able to get the children a little tech savvy, and they're asking for assistance to get some laptops for the children. So either they want some laptops or they want some assistance where finances is concerned so that they can get some laptops. So some of my listeners from New York, those of you who are viewing me in New York, and those of you who are viewing me in London, and those of you who are listening to me all over Trinidad and Tobago, you're trying to get some assistance for some children who are preschool actually, who is trying their best to prepare our children for secondary school, primary school and secondary school. So what they are trying to do, or what they would like to do, is get some laptops, or if you can assist them to get some, about 2 or 3 or 4 laptops, would be really appreciated. So if you are interested in helping me assist the preschool, I don't know if I can get, if I may try to get one of the teachers on the phone line so that she can chat with us a little bit. You can WhatsApp me on 771-1791 during the course of the program and let me know if you're interested in helping the preschool in getting, if someone is saying a tablet might be more yes, for a preschool. So if you want to assist me in getting some tablets for them or some laptop, you can WhatsApp me on 771-1791, 771-1791, or you can WhatsApp me also on 323-0756. 323-0796. So if you are interested in helping the preschool, I'm seeing somebody indicating on Facebook that a tablet may be more appreciated for the primary school. So, for the preschool, sorry. So if you're interested in helping this preschool prepare our children for primary school and secondary school where laptops and tablets are concerned, they are looking to get some. So you can WhatsApp 323 what number is it? 323-0576. Sorry, 323-0576. Or you can also WhatsApp me on 771-1791. So the tablets might be a better bet. All right, tablets might be, as the person is saying to me, the tablets may be much more easier for, preschool children to work with. All right, so remember you can WhatsApp me on 323-0576 or 771-1791 during the course of the day today. All right, and let's get some help for the primary school, this preschool. I am looking for you to assist me. All right, so we're talking about the situation that started on Friday. Well, yes, on Friday we get to understand, to hear some stuff that is coming out where the commissioner is concerned. So what happened was that the, what do you call him? What happened was that the commissioner would have sent out we heard a voice note in the newscast all over Trinidad and Tobago where the commissioner would have sent out a voice note saying that the Minister of National Security, which is Mr. Fitzgerald Hines, would have said to him to stay on leave. And then we heard in the news that Mr. Hines, answering a question from Senator Wayne Mark, would have indicated that it is not so. So we go in. I want to take you back memory lane a little bit, because some of us, we tend to forget, right? Some of us tend to forget certain issues and certain things that would have happened in the past in this country. So I would have done my research on some things that would have happened in the past in this country, Trinidad and Tobago. And while doing my research and having questions that I would have asked, I really wondered what is going on? What is really going on? So I have some questions I have to ask. I would have done my research on some of the things that would have been happened in the past. And I wanted to hear from you, my listeners. What are your thoughts? So I need to go back before I come forward. Or which way do you want it? Going forward? Come start from now and then go to the past. I prefer to go to remind you of what took place. Some people say that was 6 years ago. Were you bringing that back up for? That says that what happened 6 years ago? From the people who are talking now? You need to think, Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm going to show you some videos of what took place back then. And I want you to tell me what are your thoughts. All right? So I did some research, and this is what I came up with. So we had, in 2010, we had a commissioner of police. If he was acting, I can't remember. But we had a commissioner of police, Mr. James Filbert. How many of you remember Mr. James Filbert? If you remember Mr. James Filbert, how many of you remember how he was put out of office? Any of you remember how Mr. James Filbert was relieved of his duties? Anybody? All right. I'm going to remind you how Mr. James Filbert was relieved of his duties. And that is why I sit down at times and listen and watch. And sometimes we as a nation tend to forget. And it is my duty to remind you from time to time of issues that took place in this country and are taking place in this country. If you don't remember, it's my duty to remind you. I think that is what good journalism is about. Do you agree or do you disagree? So let's go. Mr. James Filbert. Listen to this. And when you all listen to this,
After
you tell
days
me.
of looting, the dome of the church and the heights of Gonapo collapsed on Wednesday, leaving 2 people nursing head and leg injuries. Attorney General Anand Ramlogan says this should not have happened.
That blame belongs on the doorstep of the Commissioner of Police and or the Integrity Commission.
The Director of Public Prosecutions is said to have alerted the Commissioner of Police to the looting, but he failed to act.
But I think that it is a disaster and it is a major failure on the part of the Commissioner of Police of this country that he would have presided over and witnessed the wanton looting of that structure and done absolutely nothing about it, even though he was contacted by the DPP of the country.
A tough-talking AG Ramlogan told the weekly post-cabinet meeting if the Commissioner fails to account for his lack of action, there will be consequences.
We will ask, and if the Commissioner of Police doesn't have good answers, his tenure is coming to an end, but it may very well be that it may come to an accelerated, premature end. It cannot be right at a time of high crime, when we are facing a terrifying tsunami of crime, that this could be allowed to take place and the Commissioner of Police not have good answers as to why he didn't intervene.
National Security Minister Brigadier John Sandy admitted he himself never contacted the Commissioner, even though he too was aware of the looting.
No, I did not.
AG Ramlogan describes what happened as shameless.
I share the public sense of frustration, outrage, and growing sense of distress and anxiety that what was allowed to happen, a shameless, bold-faced, brazen, looting attack on the church was allowed to take place.
Already, the AG says legal minds in his ministry have been looking at the issue, and there is a possibility the deed for the land may be revoked.
If it's feasible, I intend to see whether or not we can revoke the grant of that land.
The church, you would recall, had its genesis in the former PNM government. Then Prime Minister Patrick Manning admitting the state had given the land to Reverend Juliana Pena for construction of the church. The AG says Mr. Manning must be called to account.
Perhaps the correct person to be addressing this question to would be the people who give them the land, and that would be the former Prime Minister, Mr. Manning.
For CNC3, I'm Rosemary Sant.
All right. So you just heard it there. I wonder if you all picked up on what he said. Anybody picked up on what he said about the police commissioner? Anybody? I'm gonna take some calls. I want to just take some quick calls here. Anybody picked up on what he said about Mr. James Filbert? Anybody picked up on what it is he said? We'll take some calls quickly. We're not taking long with this because I have some other clips I want to play. But anybody picked up on what Mr. Ramlogan said about the commissioner? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, sir.
And how are you this today, my brother?
I'm good, man.
I'm glad. I could hear it in your voice. I look at you this morning with your shave and your polo shirt. I say you're in the game. But look how he was dismissed, right? Hear what the man said to us.
What did he say?
Said to us, apparently the term of the Commissioner of Police is coming to an end.
Uh-huh.
And if he doesn't deal with the matter, it might be extradited. It might come sooner than later.
Wait. Stop.
That's my interpretation of it.
Yes. Well, wait now. We analyzing something here because you remember, we had to take the time with this. We can't rush it. So, the Attorney General, not the Minister of National Security.
No. The man who has the law, the two people who could run this country, the Prime Minister and the Attorney General.
What did he say?
He said, it seems as though if he doesn't deal with the matter sooner than later, his tenure might come sooner.
Wait, but that is not.
That's not sending home the man technically.
Okay then, leave it there. I want to play some more clip.
Not a member of the government.
Oh! Wait a man. Hey, what you saying to me? What are you saying? We going again. Hello, good morning.
Hey, Pastor Google, calm down now, I want you.
All right, sorry. I'm shouting. I'm going to my mic.
The man say, if he's unable to give an account, his term is coming to an end just now, but it will come to an accelerated end.
What that mean?
Accelerated end. In other words, which really happened because they unceremoniously got rid of Mr. Philbert and put Mr. Williams. While also at the time, and I know you have other clips to play, but they put Mr. Williams, and the thing is, Mr. Williams acted just for a very short period before the two Canadians came, Mr. Gibbs and Iwaski. So, the Attorney General of the former government, it wasn't the minister, it wasn't the PSC. Let me talk to the man.
Go ahead.
It was the Attorney General at that time who did that. And let me say something. No, I can't say that, then I'll be giving away myself.
All right.
Yes. That is what happened, an accelerated end.
Thank you.
It did happen because he didn't even get to finish his contract as the acting commissioner at that time.
Thank you. My listeners listening, man. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Pastor Google.
Good morning.
Well, Pastor Google, everybody have said it, everybody understand it because it's plain and simple. The Attorney General...
Wait, just now. It might be plain and simple for you.
Yeah,
but you remember I'm building a case. You all are the jury. So I am building my case. So it might be clear and simple for some of the jurors, but not all. Go ahead.
The former Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Anand Ramlogan, publicly scolded at the time I think he was the acting commissioner of police, Philbert James, and threatened to fire him, in which he was fired. So I could assume, or probably say, without fear of contradiction, that Mr. Ramlogan fired the acting commissioner of police at the time. No wonder he's in this position before the court. And that's a whole kettle of fish there, you know. So this man now representing a police commissioner in court who he has a case in court charged by the police. Where's the law association and all of this?
Oh, leave it alone. Let me play my next clip now, man. I'm gonna play another clip. I want to play another clip, Trinidad and Tobago. Listen to this. Listen to this clip. Will you feel this thing easy?
Stephen Williams, acting police commissioner who officially took over the reins from James Philbert on Monday, says if politics played any part in the removal of James Philbert from the acting position of top cop, then he would not have accepted the position. Williams made a comment following a cocktail reception at police administration to mark the country's 48th anniversary of independence.
If the removal of Mr. Philbert was political, I would not have accepted the acting position on principle, and I definitely don't think it had any politics in his removal.
But even as he took over the acting post of top cop, Williams said he was not too happy about the sudden departure of Filbert.
I'm not happy in the manner in which it occurred, but I wasn't the decision maker. So I have to, continue with whatever plans the organization as a whole has and to ensure that the police service deliver.
Mr. Williams said he was in no position to comment on the matter, but to accept the explanation of the Police Service Commission.
Well, I think the PSC indicated it was to facilitate the transitional arrangement for the new commissioner and deputy commissioner. And that is what I accept as the reason for the arrangement.
Williams would be acting as top cop until mid-September when Dwayne Gibbs takes over as Commissioner of Police. For CNC3, I'm Roshan Sukram.
Trinidad and Tobago. You all heard that? He ain't happy with the way he was removed. But you don't believe it was a political thing. But we just heard the Attorney General saying what? At that time, what did the Attorney General at that time said? You think it's joke? Hello, good morning.
Morning, Papa. Good morning. Right, that's like 1.92. Nation.
This is not Titans of Democracy, sure. This is Constructive Talk.
Constructive Talk, yeah, Constructive Talk. My bad, Papa. Yeah, they run, so it was like that, I remember that thanks for bringing back up all these issues, from Google. They run me like, oh, because he was close. Also, he was in an investigation. There was an investigation into Ramlogan. I don't know if anybody remember that. And he was about to drop the gavel on Mr. Ramlogan. And he run that like, oh my God, I can't believe how it happened. But I want the nation to just be aware, there's a battle behind this battle here that's taking place. And I go to show you who should prevail and who shouldn't prevail. I'll call back later. All
right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Pastor Google. Morning. And morning to your listeners. You see the level at which you are? The level at which you are as a talk show host is way above the level of the mainstream media. And I keep telling people, one of the debacles, or two debacles you have in the country, is the mainstream media that they focus now on tabloid, and of course the UNC, that, a group that is not really what you call morally in position to talk about anybody.
We go reach there. We had to, watch me. I'm reaching there, I'm building a case, I'm telling you. So I play back the former Attorney General, I play back the former Commissioner of Police. I'm going to build a case because these are the same people who are advocating now.
Pastor Google, and when Gary Griffin was appointed, they didn't vote,
Well, wait. Okay, well, wait. I want to play that, and I want to play them now.
No problem. And I hope the trolls listening. The trolls. Take care.
Thank you. You see, I'm building a case. We talking, and after talking parables, because they did a case. That, remember, he taking them to court. But and there are people. Let me tell you something. There are people who prefer that we talk about potholes, which potholes might be important for some people, right? Some people prefer for us to talk about potholes, and yes, there might just be potholes that may need to be fixed. And there's one right now on Maraval Road that need to be fixed. There's a sinkhole right by Kamwa, opposite Tatil. There is a sinkhole there which need to be fixed, and I hope that the authorities do get at it. There is also pressing matters of other things, but when people want to brand all mainstream media and put us all in the same box and say things about you do your TikTok and you do your live and you do your whatever, and you want to talk about all mainstream media and put us all in the same category, I tend to disagree with you. But no, I came today and let me tell you something, Talk show, if you don't know, talk show is not to come here and just highlight. There was a caller who used to talk about that. She said, Ole wouldn't stick to one topic at all. Ole wouldn't beat one thing at all. You all wouldn't deal with an issue and flush it out thoroughly at all. You all like to move on, and everything that come up, you all would talk about. But there are situations and issues that we stick to and that we do our research on. And you see, this situation over the weekend, I sat down and I said to myself, I have been in talk show now for quite a while. I have sat down and I've looked at news enough in my life to realize that something is happening, something is being done to our society that we need to nip it in the bud. We need to see it for what it is and talk about it. So, the former Attorney General, Anand Ram Logan, told the commissioner back then that, hey, if you don't deal with the situation, your contract coming to an end, but it may come to a speedy end. There's not politics in play there. There wasn't politics at play there. But the attorney, the commissioner who came in after him said, nah, I don't believe it was politics, but I don't like how he was removed. Who removed him, he said, was the police commission. But I want to play something else for you guys. Let me tell you something, And I'm sure that there are times when some of these politicians wish that these things were moved off of the social media sites. Because these things make you look stupid, make you look bad, But listen to this. I want you all to listen to this. Well, yes. When you all think people not listening and people
an
not
ex gratia payment is a payment made as a favor, where you don't have any legal obligation to make the payment, but you still feel in some way that you want to reward the person.
That simple explanation creates more questions than answers about why the country's two top cops were paid $2.5 million in ex gratia payments. This, even though they were strongly criticized by government and the National Security Minister Jack Warner for their failure to bring the country's crime rate down. After a 2-year crime-fighting stint, the two will go their separate ways with a $375,000 Canadian parting gift. Attorney-at-law Gregory Dalzin says unless such a clause was written into their contracts, Commissioner Gibbs and Deputy Jackie Watsky were not guaranteed any such payment.
Ex gratia payments do not arise out of any guarantee at all. Normally, when you resign under contract of employment, you are the person who is opting to breach the contract or to terminate it. So normally there are no benefits payable.
Another senior attorney who preferred to speak on condition of anonymity told CNC3 News the two Canadians would have had a strong case had they chosen to sue government, since it could have been argued that an environment was created where it was near impossible for them to perform their duties. Former chairman of the Police Service Commission, Senior Counsel Kenneth Lalla, was also not convinced that the two men resigned voluntarily.
There seemed to have been a compromise arrived at between the parties, the government realizing that they have no grounds whatsoever to terminate these contracts. And the police commissions, on the other hand, would have been unwilling to compromise their independence as police officers, to capitulate to the dictates of the executive.
In justifying the payments, government stated on Wednesday that it was in keeping with applicable industrial relations practice and the highest standards of governance. Senior Counsel Lalla says in many cases ex gratia payments are made to avoid litigation. Attorney-at-law Gregory Dalzin believes this should serve as a wake-up call that institutions must act in accordance with the Constitution. For CNC3, I'm Kamal Georges.
I'm going to the phone lines. 3420081. What you all got from that clip? We're doing school today. Online schooling. What you all gathered from that clip? Yes, student?
It seems that those, they were politically removed.
They were what?
It seems as though, from my interpretation, they were politically removed because according to the last speaker that spoke, the old lawyer gentleman, the police commission which they are referring to had nothing to do with that. So to avoid the state being litigated, they decided to pay this escrow. So they come like they sit down, came up with a mediation and say, well, the only way to give it this money is through an ex-gratia. So much you want? Nearly $500,000 Canadian dollars, because it's 350,000 Canadian dollars. You think they got to work for that in Canada in 2 years? Enjoy, sir. Enjoy the rest of the class.
Hello, good morning, student.
You come out for them today, but I hope that this particular story that you're running will provoke some of those who listen to your program to take their time in, to see that people are not foolish in the country as they perceive us to be. Because clearly, when the acting commissioner who received the instrument after Mr. Filbert said, if he thought it was political, he would have not taken the position. But here it is, these prominent attorneys at law who was questioned about the way in which the commissioner and the deputy commissioner, both Canadians, were moved. And what was the payment they call it? Ex gratia payment? Was the term?
Yes.
Right? The ex gratia payment does not seem to have existed in their contract, but to play the balancing game. And as he said, to avoid further litigation, is like going to pay you off, or you go all your way quietly, or you take all your money, and nobody has to really know what happened. We're going to make it look like it was a proper industrial. They even alluded to that. And in the government, the report said the government said when questioned, it was a proper industrial relations protocol. Pastor Google, you said something just now, and I think we need to open our eyes to it. That something is in the making in this society that further down the road we will not be able to handle it when people start to play smart with foolishness. When people start to play smart with foolishness. Now they say also that cockroach have no part in foul party, but this looks like it's even foul. This looks like it's elephant trampling, and as a cockroach, which the former acting or the former commissioner, then acting commissioner, said that he called people cockroach. Apparently they are elephants because they could dance and crush everybody, and they are not accountable to anybody. So the same people who could give you the letter to tell you act somehow can't give you a letter to tell you we want you to cease acting. So they have the power to tell you to do it, but they don't have the power to tell you not to do it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
To tell you to act, and they have to give you a big reason. So all I hope the PSC listening to you, because all I need to say is that we allow you to not act and to not go back out, to allow for the smooth transitioning of the incoming commissioner of police. Whether that will be you or it will be somebody else. I didn't say that, no. You just give the PSC a reason to say why we told you not to come back out. And if they call it suspension, we suspending you because you are also a candidate for the post coming forward. So you can continue to act, because how the other people who have already taken the PCA to court, how are they going to feel that the man who finished his term remain acting, but he's also a candidate going forward? Something has to be wrong with that. So let's see how it will play out, Pastor Google.
Yep.
Let's see how it will play out. So you give them a reason, as the former government said, to allow for the smooth transitioning of the incoming commissioner, whoever he may be.
Very interesting. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very, very much. Yep. So we continuing. I could take 2 more calls before we go to the break. 2 more calls. 342-0081. 342-0081, 771-1791, 771-1791, 466-5391. Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning, Pastor Google.
Morning.
Morning to all listeners of Constructive Talk. Pastor Google, I'll just say this and just remove from that. It is less about the lie and more about the cover-up. Where's the cover-up? What it's really all about? And that is what we have to get to the bottom to. Why is this thing being played out like this with a former commissioner of police? When you have all those evidence and things that you can bring back now, what is this? What is the cover-up? Because all the lies are spreading and all there, we hear that. But what's the real reason for all this? And you see, once we could get to that, and as a caller said back there, we are stupid, you know. We might play with stupid, but we are stupid. You know, the talk play there to catch Kogo alive? Sometimes plenty of we do that because sometimes we use up too much energy fighting up. So you just watch the scene, and when it's time to bust the market, come out and let them know, watch me. We see you, we know you. Where's the cover, Pastor Google? And some in I'm going.
Ooh. I hear you, Sister Jenny. Hello, good morning.
Blessed morning to you, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get this full thing over in the kitchen. You had me hustling coming out. But that cover up not easy. Like they use a big cheddar to cover up all that. But what's wrong with these people, boy? This is Trinidad and Tobago. And I tell this country, they on the other side had no love for this country, Pastor Google. There was about self and taxpayers' money. Now look what's going on with the commissioner of police situation.
Interesting. All right, sir.
I'm locked on and listening as usual, my brother. You stay safe.
Thank you.
At Green Dot, we're making it easier for you with the all-new G-Dot customer portal. Get 24/7 access to your account from all your smart devices. View your account status, see your active services and hardware, view your balance, pay your bills, set up recurring payments, and more. Simply visit gd.tt today and register with your account number and email address to access this service. The all-new G-Dot customer portal. It's just one of the ways Green Dot is making it easier for you. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Hey, you keeping safe? I hope so. I don't really know what will happen when everything will back up, but the line had to go on. But in the meantime, just come online with the live wire. I'm on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 5 to 8 p.m. Or you could check us out on the live on Facebook at the Street 919 FM or on YouTube at Street TV. Don't forget to share the live. That might just be as important as you keeping safe. So mask up, sanitize, tune in to the Street 919 FM, Lime on the live wire, Saturday afternoons, 5 to 8 p.m. Don't worry, I gotta be home in time for the curfew. Keep safe.
Playing together, liming together, sharing together. Those moments will be ours again. At First Citizen.